Hey DOT community, this is Alon coming at you with an Alliance War Beast of the Flames. So, Magmatar event is quite unpopular, but still there are going to be some that definitely are looking for the relics in this event. And or maybe Magmatar, it's just up to you. But for the majority of players, it seems to be a bit of a pass. So here we are, Friday night, live streaming it up. I got the Discord open, and let's see who's joining us tonight. What's up, Extinction? What's up, Chad? What's up, Lex? Thank you for all joining. Prepare for the beginning stream dump, because it will happen. But let's get into this. I know hopefully we will have a few people joining us here on Discord tonight. I actually have to work tomorrow on a Saturday, but I'm still streaming because I enjoy streaming on Friday nights. And also at the same time, I got to get some work in. I want Magmatar because I'm a collector and I want all the tars. And also I have Helga. Let's just put that out there too. The 1.4 boost is available for Helga and I think Oakentar, which, okay, let's just all say this outright. That's ridiculous. You gotta work tomorrow too also, Extinction? Well, there's just obvious extra work that's available right now. Plus, we had one rain day this last week and a rain day the previous week, so my checks aren't as big as they should be. So quick note on the fire relics fire pit is just weird because I just can't imagine that being carried around by a Titan, because relics in my mind are things that Titans are either wearing or using to battle with or have on them. So, like volcanic rock. Okay, you can have a volcanic rock on you. You know, it's not something that's outlandishly large and on fire like a fire pit. I don't know. Anyway, besides the point, this 1.4 boost for Helga and Oakentar, I just could not believe that they just didn't put all of them on Minotaur, Stormtar. And then why is Magmatar, the actual event Titan, not in the 1.4 column? Instead, you get a 1.3 boost instead. It's just goofy. So this whole 1.4, 1.3, it should all be just 1.4 for all of these. But the developers decided to just be goofy and make it into something that... And Oakentar was the second. So wouldn't you think that if they're going to put newer Titans as the 1.4 boost like Helga, why wouldn't you have Stormtar up there? Because that's the most recent Tar that was released. Again, let's get off that. It just doesn't make any sense. I have all the Titans in the takeover. That's why I'm not going to do any pulls. I have been saving my Titan token, my like regular tokens and my epics. So I have 5 and 3 right now. Hopefully something will come along. Most likely an event during this Halloween. I don't want to say event because that just makes it sound like it's something we deal with on a weekly basis. But this Halloween season, because we have 3 weeks of it coming up with 3 different events, plus a whole bunch of other smaller events that are also going to be going on, and plus this collecting of bone. I forget what the name is exactly. Bone something. A specific item in the game where we're going to be able to get be able to choose from some altars that they're going to have available. It's going to be pretty exciting because I hope they have some stuff in there that obviously I'm going to want to work towards over that 3-week period. So I like the fact that they're doing an overall... That's something that other games do. Let's just say that when they have seasonal things that run for a longer period of time, that's like having like something that you can do over an entire month. But really, it's 3 weeks, so it's close enough. The DOT devs are actually doing something right in this case, because having something that we can accrue from a regular altar, it's supposed to be like a daily altar. We're going to be able to accrue these bone dregs. That's what it was, dregs. And we're going to be able to get them along with from that altar on like 3 times a day. We're going to be able to get some. And then also if you there's apparently going to be castle quests going to be added that can also get them, which is awesome because that gives you more things to do besides from just your regular normal routine, whether you're a VP player, whether you're taking it easy, whether you're just working on specific things in the game and not really concentrating on being in a very active alliance. It doesn't matter. There's a whole bunch of different things. So with that in mind, it's going to make it so that there's definitely some more fun things to do during this Halloween season. So I like it. I'm going to be all for it. Even though I wish there was more to do on a regular basis, even when there isn't something like the Halloween season going on. So, what do you think, chat? Are you excited for the Halloween season? Because I am. I think that's another reason why this event is not getting as many popular, isn't as popular as it could be. So, but every time I look at this board, our alliance rank goes up just a little bit more. But 54,000 right now for our. But all you have to have is look. If you double our score right now, and we'd have 108,000, we'd be up easily in top 100. Well, maybe not. Maybe a little outside. I was gonna say because these numbers are pretty tight, and I think it's because most people are just grinding it. I mean, these kind of numbers right now that we're seeing on day 2 are what a lot of times we see within the first 5 hours or 10 hours of the event being live on Thursdays. So these numbers are all pretty low. So, but, of course, like I said, if that's the case, I'm in NTG Legends right now. If that's the case, I still want to get a Magmatar, even if I'm not going to get one in rank rewards. And instead of joining one of the other NTG alliances that are going for top 50, that have like 5k soul minimum, which I probably should have done, but at this point it's too late for that. I'm just grinding away with some relics, so I'll still get up there. And I was curious, if I get up to 18k and get a Magmatar, how much of a boost is that going to actually give my alliance? Because I think I'm ranked pretty high, 4th place. So if I get up there and I actually get like 18k, I wonder if I can bump us from 3,000 gems to 4,000 gems. It'd be kind of nice, you know what I mean? Just one player able to do that much of a difference in rank, just because of, well, not just me. Maybe everybody else is going to continue grinding as well along with, and maybe a few others might move a little bit farther up the pole just to see if to grab some other different items from the milestones. Yeah, you're waiting for a Halloween event, Chad? Yeah, that's the feeling for most players. What's up, Tag Her? Thank you for joining. So, yeah, I'm going to save all these tokens, too. I'll have six tokens to take into the first Halloween event, too. So, that's my game plan. So let's get to grinding with Helga. Yeah, we do have to grind on super easy lands because she's super low. And that's just the way it is. So let's go find some super easy lands for her and start this grind up. Here we go. 46k. Oh, not Pong, though. It's crazy. Sometimes you can find super low lands and their Pong lands as well, but we can still rock these as well. But yeah. The 1.4 boost with a 2-star relic, I'm getting 77 souls. So I'm just rocking one relic at a time just for fun. What's up, Ice? Do you remember an event with less participation? Yeah, it was the boycott event for... what was it? It's when everybody decided to boycott, and it really wasn't an event to really want to boycott that much, but everyone was supposed to. I forget which one that was. Get on Discord, Ice. Let us know how you really feel. But yeah, I got a bunch of Portal Stone relics that are going to be up from the previous weekend's event, plus the Monday and Tuesday event as well. I got some Portal Stones that are going to be up, so I'm going to make sure to use them as well during this event. And then I'm going to hopefully save up all the Portal Stone relics from this event for next week's Halloween event. So, yeah. Basically, this event is a major preparation for next week. That's how I see it. I'm going to get 6 relic tokens. They'll all chill for next week because I used the 3 I had left over from previous non-conquest event. You all get to see Helga at super low level. I mean, what else? What else could you possibly want on a Friday? And she shield bashes. And just walks over the enemy. True feelings are ready after kids are in bed. Oh, I hear you. I hear you, Ice. Frantic, what's going on? Thank you for joining. I'll be done work in an hour's alone. I will watch your stream in an hour and a half. I love you. I know you do, Tariel. Thank you. My Helga is now 31. I boosted her up just for the event. I know. I'd like to get her up to like I'd like to get her up to 20. But 31 is a prime number for event grinders, since you're able to at least put maybe 1 relic, 2 relics, or even just triple stack relics if you were trying to go for something super heavy. So. Oh yeah. So you got any Scorched Earth relics left? Yeah, Scorched Earth, right? I did, actually. I had one star left over. But, yeah. Like an idiot, I didn't join one of the top 50 teams to grab a Magmatar. I know D will be like, what are you doing, Zalon? You're getting too many souls in an alliance that's not going for the top 50. And I'll be like, well, D, too bad. And she'll say, but Zalon! I don't think Non-Toxic or Hammer will have a problem being in top 50. Hello from Australia. What's up, AK? Got Helga to 60 today. Nice extinction. Yeah, Helga's sweet. So I like her. And I do like that they put her at the 1.4 boost. I won't say that, but I talked earlier about not understanding why the other TARs were put the 1.3 boost instead of the 1.4. It just didn't make any sense to me. Including the Event Titan himself. Magmatar is a 1.3 boost. It's like, so you still want players to use not the new Titan, you know? Well, Frantic, being the fact that I started the event and am in an alliance that won't get a Magmatar, I most likely won't get a Magmatar. I am just going to at least get him, just for collection purposes. But at the same time, if I'm already up there, I might as well get the relics, because they're not that far off. So we'll see what happens. I got work tomorrow, which means I won't have as much time for grinding, but we'll see. Oh, pull you down, Jim? Alright. There we go. But that's what we want right there. XP relics. As many as we can get. What's up, Jim?
I'm still delegated. I can't even join.
Oh, here. I think I could change that.
Oh, I thought Bo was the only one. I heard you giving him
Manage
hell the other night.
is manage user.
That was funny when you said APOC probably can't join because you changed
His permissions as well.
APOC jumped in.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't change your permissions though. Why? Why can't I? I can see them, what your permissions are, but I cannot change them. It's probably Bo's fault. I'm blaming Bo.
Hashtag blame Bo.
Blaming Bo.
Well, good evening, Zalot. How's everything doing tonight? I'm doing great in the great state of Ohio. It's evening at 9:28 and watching a live stream.
You're watching a live stream. Thanks, Jim. I appreciate your enthusiasm and excitement. I'll tell you what, I am enjoying a live stream on Friday as well. I'm actually enjoying grinding with Helga. Did you say something about you got a Helga too, right? BMT or no?
Yeah, I got two of them. Yeah, I got one in the regular awards, and then we got one for top 50 or 100, whatever it was.
Even if she isn't a 10 out of 10 for everybody, because not everybody's going to have the right relic set up for her, but still, she's sweet. I like her. I think she's definitely going to fit into that top, like when we say top tier Titans, where if you say, what's the dozen Titans that everybody's like using or working with, I think she fits into that area because she just has some good skills. I like her.
I like her skills. I got her more for a defensive side to see what I could come up with and work on. But something I've noticed real quick is unless you have that 5-star Guardian, I don't think she's going to be a real good defender.
Yeah, well, I do, and I have it maxed, so I think I'm ready for Helga, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was just playing around with her. I got every single ice relic out there, and whether it's offense or defense, and that 5-star is going to make a huge difference because you can put just that 5-star that's going to max out that melee and ranged.
Yep.
You don't have to worry about it.
Yep.
But I got her, and I got her to 49. I'll grind with her and work on her, and I'll get her to 60.
Right. So I was glad that they made a 1.4 boost in this event because all the players that do have a Helga, you have even if you're not using any relics or anything else, and you're just using some Portal Stone, maybe from previous events like Monday and Tuesday or from last weekend, and you're using them in this event just to, see how far you can go. You're sitting down, chilling for a few hours on a Friday or Saturday or Sunday or just yesterday, whatever. If you get up to here, for a player that's not going super hard in this event, you should be going to either 2K or 4,500. There you go. Third token or fourth token. There you go. 2K, or if you're feeling frisky, go to 4,500. You're all set. And everything after.
Yeah, I really haven't even started because I've been working 16, 17 hours the last 2 days. So I got 14 souls, I think. I haven't even started.
Yeah, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You'll still make your way probably to 2K by the end of the weekend, I'm sure. So
yeah, I'll get at least 2K out of the way.
Because if you have any portal I don't know if you used all your portal stones that you got Monday and Tuesday or not, but they're not going to last until next event, so you might as well use them. So
no, yeah, I got 300 actually.
Yeah, see, and then you're not going to be able to use them for Halloween next week from the Monday Tuesday event because they'll expire by Monday and Tuesday. So
right. Well, yeah, I mean, Extinction, Bass will kill anything. I mean,
yeah, that's
just the way it is in the current meta. I mean, I'm not talking about this is going to be a top tier defender. I'm saying it's going to be a good defender, but Bass will kill anything.
Yeah, but not everybody. And see, the thing is, the one thing you do have to realize is not everybody has Bast. Okay, not everybody does. A lot of people at the top tier believe that every player that they're going to go up against is going to have one. But not everybody has one.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's like when Chronos first came out. How many times did you hear people say, when is the next Chronos going to come out? Or when's the next Zeus coming out? People constantly ask those things all the time because they're Titans that they know more or less broke the game. For a time.
Yeah.
So let's see.
There are people out there hitting garrisons that aren't using Bass or using a Talus or Dionysus.
Well, yeah. Here you go.
Something else.
I mean, right now in my battle log is Helga, Oakentar, Bast, Cerberus, Drakor. Somebody's rocking a Drakor, Oakentar, Minotaur, Cerberus, Oakentar, Bast, Drakor again. These random Drakors. Oakentar. So yeah, I mean, although you could tell from the last event that happened that Bast was pretty much used consistently in the last assault by everybody.
Oh, that was just crazy. I mean, my Bass is max and my relics are max. My horde are not max, but I'll probably be gemming them here, and within a week they'll be maxed. But use a level 25 horde in Conquest, just crushed every level.
Mm-hmm.
Just absolutely ran right through them.
The VP's all right for Anik. I'll be able to get the million when I need it by the end of the weekend. Yes. We are not great in 27th place with... What is that? 114 million? She doesn't seem good on defense, says Feranic. TGIFF. What's up, Rage? Good to see you. What's up, Black Gold? Good to see you. Considering none of the Egyptian Titans have been summoners and all have had something to do with spells, anyone think the next Egyptian Titan won't be a Horde summoner but a Raise Dead spell Titan? It's an interesting idea.
What did they say? That's not going to be a Horde summoner? Huh. Somebody else said that.
No.
I forget who.
I don't think so. That whoever said that, whoever this other person you're referring to, Jim, I don't know about that guy. He doesn't seem to be on point all the time.
How did your conquest go, Zalon?
Oh, I'm good. I made it all the way to the end.
Nice.
Yeah. As you can tell, because I got Helga.
Yeah.
But no. It went well because the last... I mean, I was just autoing everything at the very end. Just because as soon as I got to 9, I was just... I was gemming it at that point. There was not too much else I could do because I was running out of time on Sunday night.
Right. Well, I made it to 9, and I had almost 1,500 battles, and I was just getting worn out. So I saved that free gift that we had, and then I pulled that free gift, and that's what let me do level 10 all the way through, real quick.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to worry about grinding for warp stones.
Well, nice. It turned out when I calculated everything at the end of the Conquest event, there you go, 3-star XP relic. As soon as I got to the end, it was something like 4,000 gems spent just to get Helga. To go from like beginning to end of Conquest, 4,000 was all I spent.
Nice.
Yeah, and I was like, that's not bad. Yeah, he actually made it before the end of the video. Nice, Rage. I killed one today with new 5-star with Bast, and Helga went down in less than a minute. Nice extinction. My alliance was just grinding for free tokens. The next thing you know, we're ranked number 8 in the event. This is crazy low participation. Nice, Hutch. Nice. I don't have Bast, but I'm a lowly Masters player. Feranic, lowly. Feranic's been around the block long enough to have a lot more Titans than a lot of other just lowly Masters players.
I feel so sorry for Feranic. Jeez.
Yeah, I enjoyed that assault. It was just crazy laggy, says Rage. That sucks.
I just think assault is boring.
Yeah. Oh, you don't like it, Jim?
I'm not a big fan. I mean, I like it because, it's free rewards, baby. You can do it for free. There's no gems involved. You can do it for free. And so I do like that part, but I just think it's boring.
Yeah. You don't think that if eventually they have up to 10 maps, it will be a little bit more fun to have more randomness?
If they put more randomness in it than just, you're stationing troops outside of the circle, and then, I'm usually taking it Dionysus. I drop the 5 Omega, militia and just killing everything. I mean, I don't even have to do anything, really. It's just boring to me. Yes, repetitive maybe is the word I'm looking for. Thank you, Rage.
Okay.
It's very repetitive. Maybe that's what I'm looking for. I'm not a big fan.
I feel like putting my level 60 Anubis into my second Bast. Extinction. Not everybody could do that.
Hey, I'm all for that. Thumbs up here.
Yeah, I know. Jim's a big fusion fan. He likes to see people throw huge, like a whole bunch of level 60 Titans all into one. Makes Jim happy.
Well, it depends on what Titan they are. I'm not a big fan of Anubis, but Bast is just, whether it's offense or defense, depending on how you set them up, is just a monster. So I would definitely be for that. I don't, I had Anubis for a little while and then I fused him.
Oh, Phoranic's like cross-class fusion. Ah! That's funny. That's right. That's funny because I don't like I don't do a lot of cross-class fusion at all. Actually, I'm always in the same class, always, because I just hate losing that XP. I'm not going for Magneturd. Yeah, Magneturd. That's nice, Lucas. Yeah, I'm grabbing him for collection purposes only. Because at this point, if I don't, all the other tars that I got, which again, some of them I'll probably never use, but if you've watched my videos for long enough, I got all the pigs from back in the day. So after you get them once, you don't have to worry about it again.
Or you just don't get them at all and don't worry about it.
Yeah, but you have a Minotaur.
Well, yeah, I have a Minotaur because it's defense. What do I want this?
Yeah, but then when they put when they finally put out a tar collection and they put the best relic in the game in the tar collection, you're gonna start beating yourself over the head, Jim.
Nah.
What's up?
I'm good.
You'll see. Everybody's all about the what is it? Pandora's Box 4-star now for Bast.
Okay, it's a good relic, but
everybody crapped all over it. But apparently, it's necessary for Bast now at this point.
What up, y'all? Yes,
I don't know about necessary, but
Pandora's Box is the new it relic for sure.
See, Ice knows. Jim's out of the loop.
I must be because I don't see it. I don't think it's a must-have relic for Bast.
Well, I got Prometheus on our team, so obviously he is heralding every relic that comes into the meta. So I hadn't even leveled up my Hades or my Athena, and so once he started really harping on it, I leveled him up last weekend, and it's the real deal. Salon's right. Like, it's an essential relic for Bast because it gives you armor and that massive Titan and troop damage.
Interesting. Anyway.
But, however, I fused away my oak tar fuse, so...
But what if they come out with the next... What if they come out with the next big thing and all the tars are necessary?
I'm gonna. Well, obviously, I would just buy the flaming deal. Wouldn't you?
Wow.
Such garbage. The
flaming deal. I mean, why not? It's only $99.99.
Oh.
And I get a flame token and 100 portal stones with the wild mushroom.
Just tell your kids you're not getting groceries this week.
hey, kids, listen. We're eating the wild mushroom this week as I play. That's what we're doing.
That's what we're doing. What's up,
Jim, you grinding for the old magma? You going for magma?
No. I'll do about 2,000 and get a couple tokens. That's about it.
I'm with you.
I'll put some more levels on Helga. She's at 49 right now.
Ooh, 49, nice.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are using Helga in this event just for the simple fact that they know that they're getting the best boost, even if you're just regularly grinding. If Jim puts in 100 battles this weekend, that's 100. Yeah. That's an extra what?
30,000? Right? No. Is it 30,000? No,
Well, no.
300,000.
If Jim would,
300,000.
well, if Jim would, I was just saying like soul wise.
Oh, gotcha.
You know what I mean?
I guess it's XP.
I guess it's an extra 100 souls, but yeah, so XP is another huge thing too. If you're trying to level up, your Titan, yeah. But I was also just saying the 1.4 boost compared to the 1.3 when you're doing a bunch of battles makes a difference.
Totally. Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely.
I don't know why all the TARs are 1.3 boost.
I've already made this.
1.4.
Well, except Okentar, remember, because he's on special for $100.
Same deal. Yes, one more reason to buy. Any noob that's listening, essential.
Frantic says so many collections are missing. I doubt they will be bothering doing more. Yeah, I think they will. Frantic, I think they will.
They seem to be circling the wagons again. The fact we're going to get Adventurers Guild back is seems like they might be redoing. Oh, did you hear the big news we didn't talk about Wednesdays, Alon, was they're going to do something with Eternal Shrine in 1.25.
Oh, I totally forgot. Yo, I'm so making a video where it's straight up the title will be, I finally buy the Eternal Shrine.
Oh,
what are they going to do with it?
Oh, there's something special coming.
It'll be terrible.
There's something it's gonna do something. It's gonna take all your listen. Every time you click it, it's gonna take all your gems you have and turn it to straight 0.
That I believe.
It's an offering to the gods.
Yeah, it's an offering to the gods. Yes. That is what's
you all would hate me because every time I go to pull a relic token, I go in there and I rub that damn thing like it's a fucking genie in a bottle.
Yeah. All right, Jim. Let's not get too excited, but yes.
Sorry.
It's all right. It's all right.
This ain't my stream. I apologize.
Yeah, no, but you do though, Jim. See, he gets so excited about the Eternal Shrine, he just forgets where he is. So
Eternal Shrine.
I hate that thing. Spent those gems for nothing.
I was so excited. I was waiting all the time when I was a new player. Like, I can't wait to see what the Eternal Shrine's going to do. Can't wait.
Yeah, that was actually one of Bo's first really popular vids that me and him did together. Was we buy the Eternal Shrine, and it was like for 3,000 gems back then.
Wow,
it was absolutely ridiculous.
I just hope. My hope is it boosts all of your defensive relics for your ranged Titans or for your ranged troops. Ooh. Like Drake scales. It can automatically upgrade your Drake scales or your Vambrants. Like that's what I would love to see.
Yo, real quick point from Obi-Zod. I wish they had 5.
I'm just sitting here shaking my head right now.
Yeah, of course you are, Jim. Of course you are. Obi-Zod says, I wish they had a 5-star relic for hard to complete Pantheon collection. That's a really smart idea. I don't know why they haven't thought of that.
That's great.
Well, what if they did that with the old 5 stars, not the new ones? What if they shifted them all over to Pantheon collections instead?
That would be so awesome to have a 5-star.
Talk about the DG pools.
The old ones would come out of the DG pools. The new ones would stay. This is when they have all of them released, though. Because remember, they did mention in the last live stream that 1.36 is going to be coming within the next 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Are there more 5 stars coming?
2 more 5 stars, yeah, coming in the next one. There's 6 total, remember. There's 6. So there's still more.
Yeah, I only heard part of the stream, and the part of the stream that I heard, I wasn't real happy with when they said they know about the Garrison glitch, and it's not going to be fixed until the
2 weeks.
New update. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's ridiculous. Some of these guys are in wars every single week, and they're just losing to level 19 players.
Yep.
That should not happen.
They obviously don't value it at all. That's just the truth of the matter.
What's up, Jupiter? Thanks for joining. Lex says, I like the events where the reward Titan sucks because then we can take a break. Very true.
True.
It does have to happen. True. It does have to happen every once in a while.
I was really relieved.
I mean, what if every week was the best? Then you would just go absolutely mad. You know? Jim would have no Titans to fuse away and feel good about it. You know?
Yeah, exactly. You will not see a happy Jim. Jim, what's wrong? I couldn't fuse a 4-star this week.
Yeah, they're all too good. They're all too good. Glad you got a Okentar. Oblong 90. Nice. I mean, hey, I will use especially on 1.4 boosts, I'll use a Titan that I'm not going to normally use on a regular basis. I'll use them for a 1.4. Now, Helga, different situation. I'm definitely going to be leveling Helga because of the fact that I have the 5-star Guardian Relic, the new 5-star Guardian Relic.
Okay, so speaking of that 5-star relic, we found a Valorn last night with that Guardian Relic and some other magic sauce we could figure out. None of us could take the castle. Not me or Prometheo or Pesty. Like, no one could take it.
Mm.
Well, whoever went in there, why didn't they scout it out and tell the rest of them what it was weak against?
The melee was so high.
It could all be 80%.
For some reason, Jim, I don't know what it was. Maybe it's a glitch in the other direction. But since Bass has come out, I haven't been beaten by a Valorn other than that one. It was shocking.
Oh my gosh, that's...
Huh. Artemis couldn't take it, huh?
My Panthers aren't high enough. But Prometheos are. And nor I haven't seen Prometheo not be able to take a castle. And so, yeah, somehow it just was the right mix.
Rage says, I'm just tired of the constant Gren boosting events. Right?
Yeah.
Right,
Drake
Rage?
scales. I'm telling everyone, level your 4-star and your 3-star Drake scales. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Oh, Lord.
Ablong says, bit disappointed this wasn't roast beef tar. Nice. Gods equals devs. Sephiroth, what's going on? Good to see you. I'd sell
nice video, Sephiroth, by the way.
Yeah.
You gave one today.
I'd sell blood and other stuff to get money if every week was a must-have Titan. Is that right, Sephiroth? Sell blood and other stuff? Obizad says, I took a break during Bast event. I'm so happy about it. Frowny face.
Yeah, that wasn't the event to take a break in.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, Zalan, I was trying to remember what that event was that you're saying was the boycott event. It was Raw.
Oh, it was Raw. Which still, that's okay.
Well, and what's funny is we had Drum on our team, so he named our team Event Boycott, of course, and then we all ended up finishing. So it was weird because we got the level 30 Raw out of this thing.
Oh, that's right. You know what? I think I got that too. I think I was in Hammer. I would think I was on Hammer that week.
So, but I'm looking at the numbers here. I think Raw had more than this. I mean, this is my lowest souls that I've ever had. I literally have probably I have 800 souls, and Hammer's ranked 19.
Right.
I mean, it is.
Well, that's why I'm trying to see what happens if I what's it called? If I can get NTG Legends from being in, let's see, what are the rank 361 right now. I'm wondering if I get to 18K, if I can bump them from 3K gems to 4K gems. Just because
you probably could.
Just because I went for 18K. Other players, of course, can do what they want to do, but when I go to the leaderboard, I'm in second place right now, underneath Sephiroth in the chat right now. Sephiroth is leading the way with 8,344. But if I still go to 18K, I'm just thinking, you know what?
You got a shot. How many souls do you guys have total?
We have 56K. So when I go to the rankings and look at the top 50. So, for instance, 56K right now, 50th place is 129,000.
If you guys all put in 2K souls just from where you're at, you guys would be in top 50.
It's insane.
I mean,
it's insane.
This is the event to just get it done if you want.
This is the event to look at the top 50 and be like, hey, I've never seen those names before.
It's going to be that event.
This is that event. The great old ones, how's it hanging? Just got to 12K pushing for the finish in Events RS for first minnow. Not the best one, but I will take it. Nice.
I think he's the coolest looking one, personally, out of the minnows. but he's definitely the bottom of the totem pole.
I don't know, that storm tour with those horns is pretty badass, or pretty bad. It's nice.
I have great artwork for terrible Titans.
Sorry.
It's all right, Jim. You're fine.
Yes, no, I'm looking at Storm Tour. You're right. Storm Tour is pretty dope. I've never played with him once.
No, I say badass too, Jim. It's okay. That's fine.
I apologize. You know my mouth's alone, and
I know it's Friday night. It's Friday night with Jim on Discord. You know we can expect it.
Keep us on our toes, bro.
Yeah, keep us on our toes.
Gotta have a mute button for Jim here soon.
Yeah, what?
Just a big beep.
Yeah.
Take that to your stream, Jim. Take that to your stream.
Yeah, right. Rage says, must want a 5-star. My first pull from my infiltrator this past week. First pull from the Divine Altar. Oh, nice.
Oh. You got the 5-star with this first pull?
Wait, which one for your infiltrator? Because there's 2 infiltrator 5-stars right now. Both are good. So, which one did you get?
I mean, that Trickster's Blade on Bast will just be unbelievable.
Be devastating, actually.
Oh,
even more than it is now.
Even more than it. I've been soloing so many things with
Night
Bast.
Whisper, nice.
Night Whisper's awesome. With Bast.
Yeah, Night Whisper's good. I mean, either one is good, but yeah, I mean, obviously the newer ones are going to be a little bit more oriented towards the current meta. Let's look at it that way.
Has anybody seen anybody pull like the Bow of the Kings or Bow of the Gods?
Someone did in our NTG chat. I'm not sure who though. But I did see it. I haven't seen the new. Anybody play with that new champion one though? Has anybody else pulled it?
Recently Vintage did.
Oh, did he?
Oh, that Mjolnir?
Yeah, the new champion one.
No, I think that one's not obviously meta. I mean, it's literally Titan buffing.
I think that was to try to make the Titans of champion Titans of old be better and try to fit into them.
Oh, really? Unless if they come out with some epic one in the Void era.
3-star Noctis. Hitting these low lands, still getting 3 stars.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm hitting 13s, DOT community. Level 13 lands with Helga.
That poor level 13 guy is like, this bully keeps taking my land.
Right.
Oh, wait a minute, Delon, you act like that's different from your norm.
I'm not hitting 13s, Jim. I'm normally hitting 21 plus at least. Minimum. He needs crit, not AP. I put that on my core map. Oh, really? Midget Yoda. Hello.
The core map. Nice.
Midget Yoda.
Rage says, calm down, Jimbo.
Oh, it's early yet. It's not even 10. We're here for the duration. You wait till later.
Later. Getting raw.
It's a Friday night stream of Zalons. You know how it rolls.
Yeah.
I won't be able to stay on long Zalon because I got friends coming over to watch the new Breaking Bad movie.
Oh, yeah. I saw that was released today on Netflix. I was actually going to bring that up on the stream to see if anybody else was pumped. I'm not going to get a chance to watch it tonight because I got work early in the morning. I got to be up at 6 in the morning, so
I've held all I can to not watch it earlier in the day today. It's going to be awesome. You a Breaking Bad fan, Jim?
No.
I definitely came up watching all of Breaking Bad, watching it week to week on TV, and it was definitely amazing. Plus, I
didn't watch it till the last season.
Oh, well.
So I
you're not a real fan. No, I'm joking.
I know.
It's okay. Some people have said that I look like Pinkman. My best friend growing up.
Do you really?
Told me that especially when my hair's dyed, not now when it's gray, but when my hair's dyed, I've been told multiple times by my best friend that I've known since kindergarten that I look like Jesse Pinkman.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Pinkman.
Yeah, he would even say it just like that too. I'd tell it because it was ridiculous. He looked so much like Abraham from Walking Dead. The guy with
does he really?
the red hair. Well, he did at one point. I don't know if he looks like him so much anymore, but he did look like Abraham. He was a ginger, and looked just like Abraham from Walking Dead, and it was insane. And
Walking Dead first 3 seasons, incredible.
Yeah, well, I started calling him Abraham, and he started calling me Pinkman, and I thought that was insane.
Great. That was the heyday of AMC.
Oh yeah. Oh. Also, wasn't Sons of Anarchy also on AMC? Oh no, it's FX.
Right?
That's FX. That's
no,
FX.
It was Don Draper. What's that one? That's the other one that was on AMC.
I think it was FX that.
Sons of Anarchy was FX. What was it? What Don Draper one? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Oh, it's the famous one. You'd know what I'm talking about.
Xenochrist. Hashtag legendary Jimbo Slice. Hashtag blame bro. Never seen it. Says Extinction.
Slice.
I'm watching
I'm
watching the season now on Netflix. Very good, Jupiter. Mad Men, says Obizad.
Mad Men, yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
So does Setharoth, says the same thing as well. Setharoth, you can join us on Discord.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Hop on.
Anybody can join us on Discord, really, if you really want to. If I can post if you've never been on Discord before, I can definitely post the link in the chat.
I gotta be honest, I'm missing Dylan.
You're missing Dylan. What's up, Fast Cart?
We'll love Dylan. Dylan the best one day.
Hey, Zalon. Hey, what's up, Jim?
That was just Dylan impersonation.
I know, but no, you were supposed to say, like you were gonna actually say something and then totally forget about it because you've taken so long to say hi, Zalon. That's what he used to do. That's what he used to do. He'd be like, and then he'd be like totally lost, like as if he couldn't figure out the rest of his sentence.
So great.
Oh yeah.
Is he still playing?
Oh no, of course not. He was, as most of the people under the age of 17, 18, I'd say, they don't last long in Dawn of Titans.
Wait, how old was he? Was he that young?
Oh,
he was. He was in high school, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, poor guy. I didn't know he was young. I thought he was like
most of the people that come
like,
in here that are super young, they have so much energy. And not saying I don't, but I mean like so much energy about the game, like as if it's the greatest thing they've ever found. But then they tell us that they're like a Castle 9 or Castle 12 or something like that. Nothing against the lower castles, DOT community, but for a young person, when they're starting to talk,
so hard.
They're talking about how excited they are about like Durat and all these different 3-star relics and everything else, and they're asking for all sorts of crazy advice about different things in the game, and sometimes it seems like they're asking about stuff that they need to play the game for a little while longer for them to even get to that area, but they just want to know absolutely everything. And unfortunately to say, talking about certain things that some of the higher castle players might do compared to somebody who's a castle level 12, it sounds like you're giving them completely wrong advice. But
totally.
But they want to be those higher castles, but
but
they don't want to put in the time. They don't want to put in the time.
Well, you think you can get there faster, but you can't. It takes forever.
You have to put in the time, or you have to put in the finances, which, of course, those young kids, unless they steal their parents' credit card, which in some mobile games, there have been articles written about how young kids steal their parents' credit card and spend like a few $1,000s on like Age of War.
Oh my!
You know what I mean? Like some of those horrific games where like basically to join an alliance you have to spend $100 a week no matter what. And you know what I mean? And kids are stealing their parents' credit cards, and because they realize if they want to be competitive in some of those games that have been out forever, that they have to put in serious amounts of money. It's insane.
That's so tragic.
You're 23 with a Castle 14. Rage, you're doing fine.
Yeah, you're doing good, bro. You just
well done.
Just keep grinding. That's the way we all got it.
Yeah.
I didn't get to Max Castle overnight, believe me.
That's right.
It doesn't happen.
It doesn't. Unless, I mean, you can get Titans to 60. You can get Titans to 60 if you're Jim. And you can get your troops to 25 if you're Jim.
Or Tox.
Yeah. So, it is agonizing. Yeah, you can whale it. Yeah, you can whale it, Fast Cart. Exactly. But that would be, not for...
That would be expensive.
Not for some young 15-year-old, you know what I mean? It doesn't even drive yet. Yeah, Oblong, that stupid Game of Thrones game that what they keep spamming ads for are the whale-centric cash grabs. Yeah, the one, if you're talking about the... Not the new one that they're holding back on releasing, which, of course, I'm trying to check out at some point to see if it's actually anything more than just another crazy cash grab. But the one that you're talking about, the one where it's just straight up... You have a kingdom that you're building, and then when you go to the main map, it's just a whole bunch of it's just this huge grid pattern, and you're just sending troops, and they come back, and you're sending things out, and they come back, and you don't actually get to visually see any of the battles or anything like that. Any of those kind of strategy games are old school and outdated at this point. And that was what the most recent Game of Thrones game that was, I think, dropped like a year or so ago. And I can't believe that it's still alive. It's strictly because it's a Game of Thrones game, I believe.
Wow.
Because
nothing beats old school World of Warcraft, though.
Oh, well,
that was as good as it gets.
Well, that got re-released. So.
The old school World of Warcraft, too?
Oh, you're talking about you're talking about
Classic.
You're talking about Warcraft.
Classic. Warcraft 2, man.
Yeah. If you're talking about
so
that,
big it would take over your computer.
Well, I was gonna say World of Warcraft. What's it called? WoW Classic. Just got re-released recently, and people are actually playing the original WoW. But that's the online computer game compared to online MMO compared to the old strategy. Warcraft and Warcraft 2 and Warcraft 3, which were great games. I enjoyed them thoroughly back in the day. They were
so great.
So, and I didn't mind that Warcraft 3 had hero characters. I kind of thought that was a good addition. So, better get cutting grass and raking leaves. Yeah, right, Jupiter. That's what we do. Am I rocking with a lot?
Yep.
Let's see. Oh yeah, Seth Roth joined us here on Discord, which is great. Thanks for joining.
Yep. Hey everyone. I can only stay a few minutes so long.
Okay, that's totally cool. That's totally...
Are you getting those relics, Sephiroth?
Yeah, I'm gonna get everything, man. I had so many portal stones left over. It's not even funny. From Assault.
Right.
Oh, those are great, weren't they?
So it
can't believe you pulled a 4-star for that Assault relic.
Yeah. A 4-star and a 3-star, and it got close to 80,000 points in 4 battles, man.
That's incredible.
Great.
Yeah, I always got nervous using one of those Assault Core, afraid that one of those Panthers is going to slip through and I'm going to have a turn that ends too quick.
That was actually stressful. It's like, wow, if I lose early, I suck.
Yeah, Fast Cart. Ice was already talking about this earlier. I have an offer for $99.99 for a level 10 Okantar. Right, Fast Cart?
Go.
Don't do it!
Flaming deal. It's a flaming deal.
Yeah.
Don't do it!
It's lit. It's lit.
It's lit.
A lit deal. That would have been more appropriate. A lit deal.
A lit deal from Dom.
Yeah, if they just so anybody knows, if they say it's lit, that means it's no good.
Yeah,
that's the code word.
So true.
Don't do it, Fast Cart. Don't do it.
So, let's see what we got here.
Sephiroth, what are you going to put those relics on? Which Titan?
I don't know. I got so many relics to level up in the first place. If I can actually get around to them, probably swap them back and forth between Hades, Almaran, Malcor, and Krothos as needed.
Okay.
Churro's asking, any Age of Empires fans? Yes, Age of Empires 2 and 3, big fans of, especially 3. I was, of course, I'm a huge American Revolution fan, so, was a big fan of Age of Empires 3.
I probably played 6 months worth of Age of Empires if you add up all the hours.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that game was a blast, man.
Yes.
You know that.
Most definitely. Oh, well, if we're talking about PC play, yeah, most definitely. I think I saw something about. I think now I also played the Settlers games. There was a lot more of them than there was. No, well,
Oregon Trail.
No, actually, no, not Settlers of Catan. I'm talking about Settlers, like Settlers was the name, like Settlers and Settlers 2 and Settlers 3 and Settlers 4, and they were all Age of Empires-ish type games, but they weren't history-based. They were still castle builder type games, or I should say civilization builder type games, but they weren't the same as being based on history. It was its own kind of, I guess, kingdoms and its own world. So we got Brain jumping in here. How do you make it so that your poop doesn't cause a tsunami wave and splash your butt? Well, make sure you're using toilets that are low flow and don't have a lot of water.
There you go.
I actually don't mind that, so it's
Oh my gosh!
See,
it's a free bidet, right, Jim?
Right.
Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
my!
Rage says drink more coffee. So,
and what's up, Brain? I've been watching a couple of your streams, bud. You crack me up.
see, you have to check out some of the Brain streams when he's playing Mario. It's very entertaining. So the OT community, make sure you check out some of the Brain playing Mario. He's done it like well over 50 times now at this point. He's a pro. He's a pro player. He's a pro player.
Absolutely.
And he can definitely let you know when he's upset when you hear the remote hit the wall.
The controller.
Yeah. Fastcard says, so Bast wasn't lit? No. Bast,
No.
the community said the Bast was lit, but I don't know if the developers said Bast was lit.
The developer said she's a pretty good Titan.
Yeah, right? Pretty good.
I think when it battled with Bast and lost.
Probably, right?
Only people I knew that lose with Bast.
Oh, bless those devs. Just bless them.
Oh, God bless them.
Kool-Aid says another...
Bless them devs.
Oh, no, it's fire. It's not ice. Lame. Guess I'll watch a new episode of Great British Baking Show. Alright, Kool-Aid. But Kool-Aid's involved in other NTG games, so still glad to see Kool-Aid stop by. Xenochrist, talking to Brain. Oblong, try the Anno series. I want them like submarine torpedoes, Flop. Jesus, Brain.
Oh my! What on earth?
Xenochrist says also them Super Mario streams are lit. Big fan, Brain. Yeah, see, Brain,
your controller broke under suspicious. Yeah, I know how it broke. I hear you throwing it when you're on stream.
Mm-hmm.
That's half the reason I watch.
Laws of physics are very mysterious, you know. The sudden stop after you fling it towards the wall. Who knows what's going to happen? It might shatter, it might not.
After he's died for the 30th time and he starts throwing it, you hear it on stream.
Right. But then he says, one more time, guys. One more time. One more time, guys. Oh, we're going to like it, even though we didn't do good at it. Well, all right. Anybody else have another level for me? I love it. I love it. Brain, it's the best.
They're awesome streams.
Don't. And I know the ability to be able to play different levels every stream makes it enjoyable, and it makes it enjoyable to watch, and it makes it enjoyable for you as well. So I'm glad you're sticking with it, because it is a great streaming idea. Devil says, Hazelon, any idea when Loki or Arya might be back?
They had Loki recently, so probably not a while.
And Arya,
Arya may be around Christmas because she's ice.
Maybe that's not bad.
No. I want a new ice Titan. No. Just kill me.
Well, no. Remember, Christmas, if they do things the way they
choose a token.
Yeah. Well, Arya, maybe. I don't know. I mean,
I'm just hoping for a new Krampus. Why not?
Yeah.
I'm going to choose Joe Toon.
Yeah.
Joe
Toon.
Yeah. I want Joe Toon for 30,000 souls, man.
Yo, it better be. Jatoon better be. Listen, Jatoon better be 32,000 souls. Okay, it better be even better.
Right. That's right. Interest. Got to charge interest.
Well, I don't know if Ice or you was one wing, but me and DeLon was around when we did the 30,000 soul event for Christmas.
Oh yeah.
I got him when he was 18 last year.
Yeah.
I got him at the original event, and he's like level 26.
Woo, super balling.
Ask me what level mine is.
Level 1.
He doesn't exist.
No, I don't even have that.
I was gonna say he doesn't even exist on Jim's account. Doesn't even exist.
No.
Like most.
All right, hey everyone, I got to take off and go to work. Thanks for having me.
All right, buddy,
no problem, Seth Roth.
Have a good night, Sephiroth.
Yep, later, Jim. Later, Ice. Bye.
Delon, what are you drinking tonight, buddy?
Oh, I only. I think I had another one. Yeah, I had one of these little Fireball cinnamon whiskeys. They're the small ones. I keep getting handed one every time I visit one of my boys' houses. On the way out, so I'm like, all right, I'll save them for my I'll save them for my stream. Well, it's just because I have to pay rent today, which we may hear the doorbell ring at some point.
Oh.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
I have to pay. Yeah, I'm the lucky soul that pays rent like a week late. So.
It's all right, buddy.
Yeah, well, it's okay. Don't worry. Let me just look at some of the more of these. Yeah, it's
so
a good.
What's next week's event? I didn't watch the live.
Well, next week's event is going to be the first of the Halloween events that starts.
Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween starts on Monday. Halloween season starts on Monday, Jim. We're gonna start collecting these things called bone. What was it? Bone dregs. Bone dregs. Bone dregs are going to be able to be collected through a, there's going to be right here, just like we have our bonus altar that's available 3 times a day for 1 to 3 star. There will be another altar right next to it that will be for bone dregs, and they will be available 3 times a day, just like the bonus altar is. You'll be able to click on this altar and just accumulate some bone dregs. And then also there will be new castle quests added to all of our profiles, and you will have castle quests that will be available there will be different ones for different weeks. So there'll be some castle quests for the first week, castle quests for the second week, and castle quests for the third week. And in each one of those, you'll be able to accumulate more bone dregs. And then in the events that actually happen, such as the 3 leaderboard events that they plan on happening, they said, you will also get bone dregs. So there will be multiple altars here in the DG altar area, and they said that there's going to be like a low-end relic altar, a Titan altar, and then like maybe, I think, a super high-end Titan, like where you can choose a bunch of them. So
it's probably going to take 1,000.
So it's going to be, there's going to be a difference between being able to pull for certain things and then being outright prices. Like for the ability to pick Abazet, Mamesh, or Solzar right now, which in this event, if you're going to pick any 3 of these, Mamesh? I don't know. They're all old school at this point, so I don't know.
Bone dregs, huh?
Yeah, so these bone dregs are going to be something that you can accumulate over 3 weeks. It's not something, that you have to use by the end of the week or before the end of the event because you got them on the weekend or something like that. Yeah, so, and the cool thing is, apparently, you could easily see something like, you can get, like, a relic. If you're an active player, I'm going to say you're going to be able to pull a couple things out of the either the altars or some of, like, if there's like something for 100 bone dregs, like a 4-star Titan, and there's like 3 different ones and you can pick whichever one you want, but they're all at 100. I don't know what the denominations are really going to be at this point, but I believe that there will be some high ticket items that you're going to be able to grind for more or less as long as you're active and also participating in the events.
Looking forward to them bone dregs.
The first week they said is going to be repeat Titans, so I'm assuming we could see one of I don't know, 3 or 4 different Titans because you got Hades as an option, Calvrex is an option, Astroth is an option, Hell is an option. So those are the 4 Titans we got for Halloween so far. Correct? Those are the 4. I don't think there's any more that I can think of. Because Calvarax and Astaroth were from the first Halloween, and Hell and Hades were released in last Halloween. So, and then they said the second week is going to be a new Titan, and then the third week is going to be the Horde Summoner because Zalon says so, and Jim is wrong.
Okay.
Oh, I was just waiting for you to realize what I said. Oh, it's all right, Jim.
That's okay.
What's up, Fast Cart?
Hey guys,
Hey, Fast Cart.
how's it going?
Living the dream every day.
Every day.
Good to hear. Yeah, I haven't been doing too much in this event. I've kind of been taking it easy. I have a bunch of tokens I have 5 tokens in my in the vault right now that I could use, but I'm going to save them until one next time.
And
Well done, Fast Car, playing like a pro, man.
yeah, playing like a pro. Don't throw your phone though. It's not a controller like the brain. So.
No, I'm using a tablet, so that's even worse for me.
Yeah, no throwing the tablet.
Vintage, that's what I've been telling them. I keep the... Nobody believes me. Now Vintage is on the train with me.
Well, we'll see what happens. Because it could be a new Titan. This Egyptian Titan is going to be coming out, and then they put the Horde Summoner after it.
Yeah, I'm saving mine for the Horde Summoner.
Yeah, but it's not going to be an Egyptian Horde Summoner.
It doesn't have to be.
Does that matter?
It could be a Halloween Horde Summoner.
Yeah, right.
No, I don't know if you guys saw it. It looks like Osiris based off the picture. People have been posting pictures of Osiris, and he's got the headpiece. Just like that picture outline.
So, we could have an Egyptian Titan that comes out.
That's a Horde Summoner. Sorry, Jim.
I still don't think they're going to have one. I'm going to stick with my guns and say I'm going to keep saying that.
He's going to be saying that till last week.
The Horde Summoner is more likely to be Thanatos, Greek god of death. Interesting. That's what Vintage says.
Isn't Osiris the Greek god of... What's Osiris then? The king of the underworld or something.
Is it the Egyptian god of the underworld?
I believe so.
Somebody wiki quick.
I know, I'm stuck in a battle.
Yeah, I'm live streaming, so and all my devices are being used right now. So
Fine, I'll look it up.
All right, thanks, Fast Current.
be fast
Fine,
about it though.
Yeah, right.
Fast card.
Jimmy streaming tomorrow?
So what am I looking up? Osiris is what?
Osiris, what his role was in the Egyptian god.
Osiris is the Egyptian lord of the underworld and judge of the dead.
There he is, see?
Brother and husband to... Husband? Wow, to Isis.
Yeah, I don't think ISIS is going to fly. I don't see ISIS coming anytime soon.
Yeah, I agree. Too much of a likeness to such political intrigue that we can't deal with that right now.
Knowing our devs, they'd be like, "Oh, really? I had no idea."
You're right.
I'm going to copy and paste it and put it into chat.
Summoners will all be
gonna be the
Greek.
horse summoner.
Seems like the plan.
That would make too much sense. That would seem too orderly for our devs.
Right. But see, that's the thing, though. Not all Greeks are summoners. Almoran's not Greek. He's a summoner.
What is Almoran? Oh, I can look it up.
Almoran is a character created by Dawn of Titans.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, Almorand and Korthan are like the two... and there's other Titans as well, but Almorand and Korthan are like the two main forces that they've always, at least in the past, have run with the storyline that they've created for this game.
I'm really hoping for an Undead Runa. Undead Runa is what I'm hoping for.
Boo.
Oh, Undead Runa would be great. She's already killed by Odin's bow.
Mm-hmm. Do we got anything left there? Nah.
Well, for an update for myself, my Artemis is up to level 47, and I can max it out to 54 until I get up to level cap 16, according to you guys.
Well done, man.
Yeah, the assault, it helped, but I didn't really participate much. I just been spamming all the battles I do with using her.
What about Conquest? Conquest really helps you to level Titans.
Oh yeah, that one I went from like 22 to 27 or something like that.
Montezuma's Revenge. Nice, Brain.
Brain's still on his toilet splash, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Enjoying it thoroughly.
He's a pro pooper, too.
Oh, I was just joking about the spending $100 on getting Oakentar. I wasn't serious about that. I don't know. You guys were telling me not to do it.
What are you talking about, Bastard? It's a great deal. It's a flaming deal.
It's a flaming deal. It's lit.
It's a lit. It's a lit deal.
Hey, I was saying no until you put in that extra, that there's also 100 portal stones, and I was sold. I had to tell you, yeah.
That's right.
That's 100 portal stones.
Yeah, I just have to tell you yes now, because, I mean, that just makes the deal better.
I mean, if I could buy 2, why not?
Well, yeah.
Could you buy more than one, or is that a one-time deal?
Good night, Extinction.
You could break the game if we bought 2 of those.
I want to buy Divine Gems is what I want to buy.
Because when I first saw the $14 offers a while back, I thought they were a one-time deal. I didn't know you could buy them multiple times in a row.
Same. I know. I wish I would have known earlier on. Yeah, I don't know why they don't sell Divine Gems. I mean, if they want to make
because they want to make it into
Divine
something
Gems
you
on
have to acquire, and it's not something that you can buy.
I'm glad that this game only has a few currencies. It's not like Overboard. Like some games, we have like 14 different currencies to buy different stuff.
Yeah, I have played games where there's a way more currencies than this, but you know, they just have a premium currency and then a earned currency, and then food, gold, and portal stones.
And technically, you can call relics and titans your currency almost, so you can fuse them and whatnot.
Yeah, and they all have values.
Yeah, but
and when we see that they've been put down lower on a milestones, like when titans or relics are re-released, it's like, yep, they've been devalued.
I remember playing Star Trek Online. I had like 14 different currencies, and it was too much to keep track of. So how long have you been at this, Delon, tonight?
Live streaming since, might have been like 8:30. I think.
Eastern?
Oh, no, maybe not. Hold on. Let me see how long I've been going for.
Actually, I should have you on my notifications.
Hold on.
9:13.
76 minutes ago, so yeah. It was a little after 9. What's up, Grisha George? Oh, look. D
appearance yet.
Yeah,
No
D just showed up. Oh, waiting room for vintage. Nice. Waiting room for vintage. Vintage is popping on.
Oh, here we go. It's not even the third hour.
I know, right? What's up, vintage?
Hey, guys.
Vintage, what's up, man? How's your
I missed that. What'd you ask?
How's your Friday, my friend?
Friday's pretty good.
Nice.
Leveling my Helga.
Right? That's what everybody wants to do.
Helga.
Level your Helga. Get that 1.4 boost.
Yeah.
Vintage, did you grab 2 Helgas in the
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I definitely got 2.
What level is your Helga? What level is your Helga? I can't pronounce the name.
First one's a 58.
Nice.
The first one is 58.
Because we know vintage has got those guardian relics.
Oh, buddy.
He's ready.
I leveled my Void Frost Shield. I got all the relics ready. It's just waiting for her for a level and a half.
Vintage, can you put her on a land so I could try it?
It's probably going to take me all weekend because, man, I am not getting many Titan XP potion drops.
They're really.
As soon as you
scarce,
said
aren't
that, I got one. I got a 2-star vintage just now.
Okay. Yeah, they've
No, you just
they seem really sparse.
Yeah, they were dropping like candy on during the event, the other event, the last event.
Yeah, during Conquest, I mean, I got Helga right away, so I could use her all weekend, and I just blasted her to 51. I mean, I got so many Titan XP potion drops, and it's been a slog.
Yeah, I've gotten probably 3 or 4 all week. But hey, I'm not complaining. Ascension was great. Conquest was great. I actually have a lot of my stuff leveled that had been sitting barren for a long time.
Yeah, I leveled a crap ton of relics during Conquest. And then, of course, the Assault.
Well, and the fusion event. So.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just going to ask, what are the next few events? Like, what is on Monday and Tuesday of next week?
It's this bone drag event. There's going to be some
it's gonna
type of castle quest.
It's gonna start on Monday and just roll for 3 weeks. But I forget if there's actually an actual like event for Monday. Trying to think if they did mention that or not in the last live stream. Or if
I know you're crossing your fingers for a land grab, right, Zalon?
Oh yeah, because those are the most important Monday events.
Land grab. I'm hoping for just a 3-day land. 72 hours.
72 hours land grab. Yeah, let's all
Just land grab. Land festival.
let's all just power our phones off now. So
It's like they get together and say, how do we get them to not play the game? Oh, Relic Festival.
All right, so there's been a little bit of talk about Divine Gems. Of course, talk about new Titans.
mm-hmm.
I'm starting to strongly believe everything coming over the next handful of months, and very specifically for everybody to be wanting Divine Gems really badly. Because haven't you noticed, it just so happens that Helga is perfect for the 5-star Guardian Relic. It just so happens that Bast is perfect for Trickster Blades.
Totally.
Yeah.
So that's the new meta that's coming.
Yeah, it's the meta of you need Divine Gems. Oh, man.
Pretty much. I think everything's going to be driving people to want and try and acquire Divine Gems.
Yeah. I can subscribe to that, to sound like a millennial.
When there's a horrible Titan, and I'm actually surprised they didn't do this with this Magma Turd guy. It'll be an alliance event.
Magma Turd. There we go. That's it.
It's an event where Divine Gems is the alliance reward.
The alliance reward. Because usually they do a Divine Gems, but only in solo events more of the times than being alliance rewards.
I'm thinking that we might be seeing that later this year. Just because, what else are they going to be doing with Titans? It's going to be an arms race for Divine Gems.
Yep.
I was gonna say you can only break a Titan like Bastion like every so often, right?
Well, I don't know if they realized what they were doing when they did it, but
Well, do you think
you're
they
right.
realize now?
Well, they realize now, but you can't go back on it. It's like one of those things. There's no backsies on bringing out a Titan.
Well, they could tune the troop. I've been saying that since Star Maidens came out.
Yeah. Tariel's watching me while driving.
I really think Star Maidens would be more reasonable if all they did was back off base damage by 10%.
10%?
That's all it takes.
10% off. What's up, Snot Chunks? Tariel says, I can't wait to grind tonight. I have to grind for the tokens for the Omega Horde. I'm excited for this Monday event, but it's Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving in Canada. Nice.
Oh, happy Thanksgiving.
Right? This is when the Canadians and the, I guess, local Indians of Canada all sat down and realized that it was cold, and it's good to be it's good to be thankful. No.
Get in one last picnic before winter really comes in.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah, we have Columbus Day in the U.S., but it's like regional. It's not everywhere that celebrates it.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where, like, yeah, it's not. I mentioned that today because one of my coworkers, a Spanish coworker, said, "Oh, isn't Monday a holiday?" And I was kind of like, well, it's not exactly celebrated as much as, like, because when we're talking in the landscape business, when we're talking holidays, it's like, Memorial Day, Memorial Day and Labor Day, of course, like the beginning and end of summer and stuff like that, kind of holidays, and like middle of summer, like July 4th, it's celebrated here in the U.S., but it's a lot of times, especially on the Mondays, for those two, Labor Day and Memorial Day. Both of those are like bank holidays in a bunch of other countries. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that the U.S. bank is also closed on those days. But
probably the New York Times changed too.
Yeah, a lot of that has to do with that as well. I've been hitting super low lands with my Helga all stream.
I'm surprised you have so many to hit, because
this is
the server that we're on.
It's Masters League.
Mm.
So, and I'm also perusing in the rank 30s. So.
Yeah, Knights are in Masters also, but yeah, it's more slim picking. But I think because we got the first server, we didn't get somebody didn't wait long enough to log in.
Somebody didn't wait too long enough. D says it's a bank holiday on Monday too? Oh, okay. All right. Indigenous Day. Mirth. That's funny. Ahmed Elassi. Woohoo! What's going on? Thank you for your woohoo. Just leveling up some Helga. Oh, you guys will all get to witness this too, because I knew I was going to be able to get at least a little bit more. I'm gonna take up I'm gonna start. This is something I had to get a little bit more food to do, but taking my horde up to 22. Let's do that right now.
Nice.
Yeah, starting the 22 upgrade on horde. Still wait.
How long is it?
Oh, it's what was that? Because I just started just now. 2 weeks flat. So
I like the name. I like the name Snot just gave the Earth tour. You call it Rockstar.
That's good.
Rockstar. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, now D says woohoo? I don't know, D. It looks like you're a copycat. So.
Yeah, if I recall, the upgrade on Horde from 24 to 25, a month and 4 days.
Oh, nice.
And you only get one armory for all that time?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So how long does it take straight from beginning to start to level everything?
Well, if you don't use any gems whatsoever, I'd say, I mean, I know I'm a few months behind because if I add up all a few days here and there between troop upgrades, probably about 2 months behind after playing for almost 3 years. So I'd say something like, let's see, no gem. I mean, like I said, not gem and upgrades. I don't know, probably 2.5, 3 years, somewhere in that range. Because I'm a few months behind. That's not gemming any troops. I keep on saying.
I mean, you're looking at a year just to get level 24 to 25 on each individual troop. It's almost a year.
Yeah. Oh, BMT, you came back, or you got bumped out? I don't know what happened there. I know you were deafened and muted there for a little while.
Jim.
Yeah, I muted there for a couple minutes. I had a phone call, and then I got booted.
Oh, I saw you deaf and mute, but I didn't do anything. I don't know.
Discord has a AFK timeout thing. If you're in chat but deaf and muted for a while, it'll kick you to the AFK channel if there is one.
In addition, I think if you have a voice call, your data connection will be terminated.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of the time, they must have changed Discord or something, because most of the time when I get a voice call, if I'm in Discord, it just boots me out altogether. It's not been going back lately. I don't know why.
I didn't know you were on your phone. I didn't realize you were on your phone. But yeah, I'm talking about the Windows version of Discord. If you stay in the channel for too long, if you break the AFK channel, it'll boot to the AFK channel after so many minutes.
AFK means away from keyboard, Jim. Just so you know.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
It's okay.
No,
I heard.
you didn't know that.
I heard it. I heard Jim say just slightly in between Fast Cart's words. What's that?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's okay.
I was like thinking also, something, but it wasn't away from keyboard.
Yeah, no, away from keyboard is AFK. It's
good to know, I guess.
no, it is. Well, it's because a lot of times when you're playing online games on PCs, people will just type a quick AFK and then jump away from the, actually get away from the keyboard.
Yeah, Fast Card. I use my phone and my tablet for everything. I don't use my, my laptop or, I don't use my laptop for any of that stuff except I have to go into Creator Studio and YouTube. That's the only reason I open that up anymore. I don't even know why I have my laptop.
You sound pretty good. Are you using some kind of Bluetooth app, a Bluetooth device?
Yeah, I got my Bluetooth in right now.
Okay.
When I stream, I don't use a Bluetooth, obviously, but everybody tells me it sounds good, so I just run with what I got.
Nice. Let's see if I passed Seth. Oh, no, I didn't pass Seth Ruff. He has over 8,000 souls. I'm still in second place, though. But we're 346. Still sitting at 3K gems. I want to get that 4K gems. That extra 1,000 for the team. Just because I'm grinding for Minotaur or Magmatar anyway.
Oh, I see Dee's here. Hi, Dee.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Dee's here. She's listening. She's like, "Are they gonna talk about me?" I don't know. I heard through the grapevine that Dee said that she's never gonna stream ever again. And then as soon as I heard that, I was like, I'm cutting her off. No, I didn't say that.
Is that what she said? She's not going to stream
Hashtag
anymore?
fake news. Hashtag fake news. Oh, well, let us know, Dee. Well, why would these rumors be going around? Were you just upset at one point and just told people that was the case and then it's not true? I don't know. Oh, wait a second. You're streaming this weekend? I'll believe it when I see it.
Because you said that last weekend.
Mm-hmm. I'll believe it when I see it. Yeah, I was cranky last week. So, okay. So you were not cranky this week? How do we know how tomorrow's even going to be? Oh, you have off on Monday. Okay, D. All right.
So what day are you streaming then?
She says she's going to stream this. Oh, we don't know.
Come on, D. Don't let the drum DOT hate.
Yeah.
Overwhelm you.
Yes. Let the community
Well,
flow through you.
I've been playing the second game also. I'm really been getting into. They got Call of Duty on mobile now. I've been really getting into. I'm at level 47 already.
How did that work on mobile?
Is that a first-person shooter?
Yeah.
I've never gotten into those. I mean, I played Doom back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I played Doom and then Halo, and I'm like, wait, this is just the same thing.
I'm old school. On the 486, I played Dark Voices, one of the early LucasArts games. That was FPS.
Yeah, Fast Cart, you're dating yourself there. It's all right though.
You gotta quit using these letters. You just
First-person shooter, Jim.
Is that first-person shooter?
First-person shooter is FPS. Yes.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
AFK.
but, I mean, is there anything that predates Doom? That makes me ancient.
Yeah, Wolfenstein 3D.
Wolfenstein?
Yeah, Wolfenstein 3D
Yeah.
predates Doom.
That's true.
I definitely played that back in the day. Jim, you would have liked that. There was lots of Nazis, and you they would say really bad things back in the day. And the game was all about walking around and killing Nazis. So you would have been like, oh, this isn't bad.
This is kind of cool for this because I'm not running this event anyway because it's shite, but it's kind of good because I've been getting into that Call of Duty for mobile and I just been tearing it up in there, so I'm enjoying. It's a good little break from DOT.
There you go.
Jim, you just said Donkey Kong. I can beat you there too. I can say Pac-Man on your Atari 2600.
Oh please! I had an Activision Coleco back in the day.
Oh, the Coleco. Oh man.
I had the original 2600, Atari 2600 with Pong on it.
Yeah. Odyssey.
The Odyssey.
I vaguely remember that one. I never had that one, but
Apple IIe. All right, Apple IIe.
I didn't have one myself, but I had access to a Commodore 2. A Commodore
You know that I still have one of the handheld. Remember the basketball and football games?
Yeah,
Oh.
I had one of those
handheld football one.
Yeah.
Yes, I still have one. I got the basketball.
I had a
Nice.
football one.
What about the football games where it was the long table that vibrated and the little football players would just kind of?
Oh yeah.
I had one of those when I was little.
I forgot the name of it.
I had one of those. And
That was pre-Madden.
it was pre-Madden. It was.
And remember when they added the quarterback? You had to like flip the arm, and it was just like ridiculous.
Yeah, you could
Okay,
never.
okay,
I never
got one
completed
for
a pass. My brother, who is 4 years older than me, he completed a pass, but I think I wasn't paying attention.
I can date myself even more. I had Lincoln Logs growing up.
Lincoln Logs.
Yeah.
That was only for the rich kids. No, I'm joking.
No, those are for the poor kids.
The poor kids.
Lincoln Log.
Rich kids
My
had
mom and dad went out the alley and just brought in pebbles for me to play with.
Yeah. Nice.
You'd be like Charlie Brown. You'd be like Charlie Brown. All I got was rocks.
Yeah, that's JJ right there. But yeah, I got a rock. SOCOM says Snot Chunks. Age of Empires 2 says Ahmed. Jupiter, my uncle had that football game, right?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna date myself. I used to go down to the arcade when the arcade games were big, and you'd have Donkey Kong and Berserker and Defender and Pac-Man.
And okay, and then that is
Wait.
the initial that's where the leaderboard came from, because all those arcade games made it so that your name was up there. And I feel like the whole leaderboard thing in Dawn of Titans is another one of those things where you just want to see your name up there, you know what I mean? Like,
How much were the games at the arcade for you?
$0.25.
Ah.
Yeah. I used to play a ton of pinball. I love pinball. I have a pinball machine.
nice. What kind of pinball machine do you have?
I have the Simpsons pinball.
Oh, the Simpsons one. Oh.
Yeah, fast card. It was only $0.25, but when you're spending $70 a quarters a week,
Right? But that's because Jim was beating kids up for their lunch money. We know, Jim. We know.
This is my all-time stand-up game.
Wait, what was?
Galaga. Yeah, I know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
Galaga? No, it didn't come through. I didn't actually hear the name of the game.
I've always been into racing games. My first racing game was Pole Position.
Played pole position too. That was fun.
The Legend of Zelda was very popular. Yeah, that's SNES. Well, I mean, if you're talking, SNES.
Yeah, that was the first great adventure game.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone remember Dragon Quest, the one that had the
Yes.
elf in it?
Well, if you watched, what is it? The most recent season of what's it called? I watched it all in one weekend, and now I forget the name of it. Stranger Things. Jim, you're making a whole bunch of noise again. Jim, what are you doing?
I'll mute. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm getting ice.
You're always getting ice. It's always so loud. You're always so loud when you get ice. But yeah, no.
It's ice. What do you expect?
Stranger Things. They
Where's
had.
the microphone in relation to ice?
They had that. Or maybe it was the second season of Stranger Things. It might have been that.
Oh, what did it have?
but they had the Dragon Quest, where
Oh, okay.
if you made the wrong decision, your guy shrivels up and dies and stuff like that. And it would just say game over, and you'd have to just start playing it all over again and make the right decisions.
I vaguely remember that being like the first game that cost 50 cents, and it was like, dude,
Yeah,
that's
that
such
was
a
controversial. Yeah. And then there's the Dragon Quest cartoon that wasn't quite the same.
Feranic says D is going to stream? ? And then Mirth, Duke Nukem. Yeah, Duke Nukem was good too. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I made sure I played it with the volume just a little bit down though, because I didn't want my parents hearing. Jim only drinks
Dark Forces.
cold icy. Jim only drinks cold beverages. Yeah, you're right, D. He does. Have to be super cold to soothe the throat.
I was going to say, after Dark Forces in the 90s, I never really played much more PS or first-person shooters because I play one-handed, play games one-handed, and it's really difficult to steer and shoot at the same time.
Brain, it's too long. Leisure Suite Larry. Oh, see, Seth Mopod, that's what Brain should have said. Leisure Suite Larry. Oh, yeah. Rach says, am I drunk? No, I'm a bit tired. And I've only had, I don't know, like 1.5 of these little fireball guys. So, no, you would know if I was drunk because then my words would be super slurred. And I've definitely streamed before where my words were slurring. But I'm still able to keep it going.
He has.
I'm still able to keep it going. And Jim and other people that have ever streamed before, you know that it is hard enough to stream sober than it is to even attempt to stream even slightly messed up. So it's tough because you're trying to keep an actual conversation going with multiple people in either in chat or on Discord, and it's not easy.
You know, I just wanted to let everybody know I wrote a letter to Santa the other day, and I was telling them what I wanted and how the world would be a better place and everything. But there was only one thing I really wanted for Christmas. I was hoping I'd get it this year, and I asked him for a vintage live stream.
Put me on the spot. I might be able to arrange that. We'll see what we can do.
Oh, make it happen. It's happened before, Jim, if you've ever remembered.
Well, he tried to do one before, and he couldn't get it to work.
Yeah, so I did one kind of successful live stream from my house. It was about an hour long. But I called it, I'm not actually streaming. I was just testing my equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Working in Oregon. And I think in Oregon, that's when I had all my spare time.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is my internet provider was part of an apartment complex, and I think that I was getting majorly gated, and it kept killing the stream.
Yeah.
Just not even going to try it. But right now, I was supposed to hear back today, but man, I got a shot at getting a gig where I get to work from home for the next couple of years. Oh my God, that would be so sick.
Right.
If I could work from home, I don't have to fly everywhere. I mean, that is so much time I can recapture, and I could probably actually stream.
Nice.
Because my home internet, of course, it's all mine. I have all the bandwidth.
Mm-hmm.
Streaming would be possible.
All the bandwidth. It's like, what do you want for Christmas, Vintage? I want all the bandwidth.
Yep, all of it. If I could get a T1 to my house, I would.
Right.
You don't have to explain what a T1 is?
I'm not even going to ask.
It's a dedicated commercial, bandwidth. It's like you have your own IP address, so it's like it's for huge companies.
Or T3.
I think I might have that now because Susan sells on the internet, and she has her own. We have our own dedicated IP address and stuff.
You can pay for a static IP. On his like totally insane bandwidth. I mean, it's not like Google Fiber or anything, but it's pretty ridiculous.
In other words, it's lit.
It's lit. Not Dawn of Titans lit, because we know that's opposite. It's like playing opposite day.
Here's a question: how much do you guys pay for your internet? Because I live in Boston and I have triple play.
$55 a month is what I pay for the internet that I live stream on. So what you see in front of you, the crisp, clear quality, because I keep on being told that, wow, your streams are really clear. They're really nice. I'm like, well,
what bandwidth is it?
Yeah, that's a good question, because I have not checked it in a long time. But
you said triple play. Do you have Xfinity?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I got Xfinity too. I got TV, internet, and I got a home phone just because it came with the triple play bundle, but I never used my home phone.
Nobody ever does.
It's cheaper to get triple play than it is to get two services at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also, Jupiter, I haven't hit you back yet. So that don't read all the comments on my on my channel. Jupiter is our genuine, legit advocate, and he and I always exchange some witty banter about. Of course, I hate grenadiers. He loves grenadiers, and we always have some good back and forth about it.
Well, there's a lot of people that actually do love grenadiers and use them. I hate them.
D says Drum doesn't even know our home phone number. I don't
know my home phone number. I have no idea what my home phone number is. And because all my calls on my home phone get forwarded to my cell phone. So I have no idea.
Say that. No. I try to respond and interact with everyone that takes the time to comment on my videos because
Brain.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah, right? Brain's just trying to throw a little bit of hate. I was like, well, he doesn't socialize with the common folk. Well, that's why he's here. He's socializing. He's taking the opportunity to be able to address anyone, in the chat or even here on Discord. Doesn't matter.
I'm going to go even further because since I started playing this game, when I found out about the live streaming, and one of the live streamers that I ever watched was DVR back in the day, and then it was Alon and Bo and the After Show and Vintage with his videos, and JJ, and the list goes on. Everybody that I've ever contacted or came in contact with from day one has been very nice and has always answered me back or answered any questions.
Well, good. I'm glad you've had such a positive experience.
I'll tell you what, I've played a lot of games. I've been part of some online communities, not like, a big voice or anything necessarily, but Dawn of Titans has what I think it has to be one of the best communities. I mean, I play a lot of Blizzard games. Well, I did. I really think very, very highly of our community.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, myself included, because a lot of times in a lot of those other games, it seemed like that most of the time, if there was any kind of clans or alliances or anything else, you were kind of more or less just communicating with them, and not usually do you have such a more open community where multiple everyone that's in this chat is not in the same alliance, is not even in the same league. You know what I mean? So we're talking with players of all different types of, castle levels, leagues, alliances, and also too from different countries too, all over the world. Which I know a lot of games that people play back in the day were like that as well. But still, it's all a huge, massive mix. So.
Yeah, it's an awesome community, and anybody out there knows, because I've been contacted by several people, whether it's comments or they contact me online or band or in Discord, and I'm always appreciative of any time anybody contacts me, and I will answer any questions anybody ever has.
Right. All right, so it's after 11. I do have to go to work tomorrow. So we're going to pull one more event relic. We're going to play that out, whatever it is. I have yet to get a 3-star. I still got a 2-star. I thought maybe if I said that out loud that maybe something would happen. But I still
got that live stream luck.
Yeah, I still got a 2-star, so it's still all 2 stars and 1 stars this entire time. But anyway.
Well, you know what happened. It's because D didn't tell you not to pull.
No, that's right. Yeah, right, Rage? I will walk through everyone. Yeah, although the devs may not always get it right, they do listen to the community. You're right, Anubis. If you've been around long enough, you do know that there has been plenty of things added to this game that have been asked for. Now, how long did it take for that actually to happen? Sometimes too long for certain players to be around to actually see it actually happen. Hashtag we miss you, Drum. But there's other times where, things do come out a little bit sooner than a lot of players expect when it comes down to them addressing certain things. But a lot of times it's because those certain things weren't really mainstream problems, but they were things that we have mentioned, and they're like, oh, yeah, we better address this, So.
Yeah, I got a good for instance.
Mm-hmm.
No one is talking about it, but such a sneaky good improvement relic storage is the fact that as long as you're not maxed out on troops or spells, they no longer just go into your treasury and clog up your treasury. They'll go into your barracks spell storage first. Dude, that's a great, and that's something I think has really flown under the radar.
Yeah.
Just like I think people have no idea how amazing it's going to be to forge 12 relics at a time. Oh my gosh, I can't
imagine
wait for
a player who starts playing after that is already enacted, and they'll never know what it was like to ever have to forge with 4 relics.
I know, right?
When you're doing Conquest, and you got to stop the forge, and you can do 12 at a time instead of 4 at a time. Oh.
It'll save you hours, plural.
The thing that
all right, keep talking.
You can't
keep talking.
You can't fast forward during the forge. Like it still takes 10 seconds every time.
Well, it's because we've actually brought that up with them, and they said, even if we remove the animation, there is this time associated with your device communicating back to the servers and back. The animation, it would just be a black screen instead, so that's why it's there. They can't remove it.
And using 12 relics at a time, they can have the animation. That's fine. I don't even care.
Yeah.
That's true. I agree with that.
I mean, because, you're talking about a 300% speed up. Holy crap, that's going to be fantastic.
Yeah. So, Vinny, how many battles you do this last Conquest?
So I banged the whole thing out up front. I did not record data this time. I started recording data, but, about 3 hours into it, that's when they came. Well, we all knew there was something wrong. But they came out and said, oh, we screwed it up. So I'm like, well, my data's now trash. So I stopped keeping track. Did about 800 or 900. Not quite, my normal volume, but I did all right.
Gotcha.
All right, good. Rent is now officially paid. We're all set. So
I got the monkey off your back.
Oh yeah, right. Exactly.
Wow, he comes at 11 o'clock at night. He wants his rent. Let me tell you.
Right. Well, he wanted it today because he knows I'm not going to be around at all tomorrow. But also he guess who he works for? Haha, he works for Comcast. So, You know, he's one of those people that are in the wonderful call center that you have to talk to about your billing problems. Or, I'd like to upgrade my package. Or, why do I have a home phone line when I don't use it?
Speaking of phone numbers,
Assault was vastly improved.
speaking of home phone numbers, I don't know my Xfinity home phone number because I don't use it.
Good live streaming programs, software, Churro. I'm using everything on my phone, so I'm using Streamlabs, like mobile version. But Streamlabs is definitely something you can use on PC as well to be able to do live streams. OBS, couple different programs out there.
Crushed.
Well, yes, because Jim also streams from his mobile device as well, which means Mob Crush is definitely an option as well.
I paid for a lifetime subscription for XSplit, but I hardly used it.
Lifetime.
Use the hell out of XSplit.
Wait, what does?
Said I use the hell out of XSplit.
Oh, okay. So that's what you use. I thought you said something beats it. I was like, oh, okay.
I like XSplit. You got to pay for it though. Told me you get what you pay for.
Yeah, a lot of things are like that in this wonderful world we live in.
I thought she told you your life was like a box of chocolate.
Well,
Conquest into Assault? No. I
no.
wouldn't like that.
Conquest into Fusion event? I like that. That was good, but Assault should have been on Tuesday.
I totally agree.
Should have started Tuesday.
Oh, grindy.
You know? Because how are you supposed to
I
be
totally agree.
How are you supposed to be able to get all your food for your fusions if you don't have enough? When Assault's sitting in the middle going, all right, that's an extra plinth, but it doesn't get me food, you know? So.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I'm kind of blurred this week because I'm not. I don't want to say I'm burnt out, but it was a toll it took on me for Assault and Fusion event on the same day.
Yeah, exactly. Because one is going to be there the next day, but the other one won't be. So you got to make your right decision because Fusion event is more important than Assault. Yeah, the priorities have to be. And if you don't have enough time, you know, because you're worried about the VP grind, you know, all right, you got to get rid of your relics because of Conquest because you only have Monday and Tuesday, and then they're going to start disappearing. At least the ones from Sunday. But if you have a bunch from Saturday, you got to use them on Monday if you haven't used them on Sunday. It's a whole mess of trying to make sure that you don't lose any of the things that you've actually been acquiring. Fusion just happened, Jupiter, on Monday of this last week.
Yeah, they just had one, bud.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Brain also, he live streams. Yeah.
I do like those events where troops only cost like one food a piece.
Well, expect that. Okay, this is what happened last year during the anniversary event, which was an entire week, if not 2 weeks. I think it was 2 weeks last year. Because in the beginning of December, we're going to be seeing multiple events all happening at the same time. But one of them, if I remember correctly, was troop, like a troop craft, the whole anniversary season, if you want to call that, just because I think it was more than 1 week last year. So if we have a multiple week, like first and second week of December is the, anniversary season that they're going to have where they just do one food troop the entire time. Or 1 minute, or what was it? 1 second troop generation. It was one or the other. But I know that everybody was like, wow, this is going on the whole time. And then as soon as the celebration was over, it was like back to the regular game. So it was pretty awesome last year. And we all got a 4-star last year. So this year, there's pretty high expectations on exactly what's going to happen during the 3-year anniversary. 3 4
I'm not
star.
going to complain about my troop crafting with 36-second militia.
Right. Well, yeah, you can't, but that's because you got the wonderful relic that helps you be able to do that. But
I just got that, Jim. I get to join the club.
36-second club.
It's pretty awesome. Yeah, it's pretty awesome when you got level 25 militia. It takes 36 seconds to craft or to churn or whatever you want to call it.
Got a horde one. I got a militia one. Now I just want to get an imperial one.
Yeah, I got a horde one. I haven't leveled yet, but that's one of my next things I'll level up.
Wait, what about maidens? Don't maidens take a
I would
while?
ask that too.
Maidens take a while, don't
No,
they?
but maidens, my God, they drop all the time.
I guess that's true.
I'm usually throwing maidens away. I'm never building them, it seems like.
No.
And I know what
One of
they
them.
partly said in the live stream because I saw a little bit of it, but my God, I'm tired of getting physical and lightning relics. I need void. I need earth. I need ice. Can I get a kite shield that is ice and not physical or lightning, or a mount armor that is void and not or lightning?
Brought it up again on the live stream, and Matt responded again. He said, "I'll double check it. I promise." So, his next update like a 1.35 thing, or if that's something they can change on the fly, I don't know. But I got a kite shield during Conquest, and it was freaking lightning.
Well,
That's
I
upsetting.
got 4 kite shields, 4-star kite shields, not this fast, but the time before. And I got 2 lightning and 2 physical. I'm like, oh my God, come on.
Yeah.
Possible reskilled Calvrex for Halloween event week? Well, it's possible. And the thing is, I would like to see them bust out a X skill for the raised skeletons on Calvrex. That would be
That'd
nice.
be dope.
That would be nice. Because it would give the raised dead skellies, because there is a whole set of relics, not just the original Calvrex relics, but there's even a whole set of other raised dead skeleton relics that would just make things a little bit more fun to play with. So
What I'd like to see them do is, remember how we all voted for which Titan would be in an event, and for whatever reason, freaking Champ Yard Dog won?
yeah. Yeah, he did. And it was all because of old school people. No, I don't even think
Yeah.
and it was old school people hyping
You
it
don't
to the new
understand.
people.
That Titan sucks now.
Yeah, right. I still have one
It's
though.
like that Titan was good during the Panther meta, and that's it. I would like to see something with an offensive Goliath setup. Or like Jowdarg, you got that. You got offensive skills for Goliath. I'd love to see a Titan like that. That'd be fun.
Well,
I
maybe
was
that's
thinking
okay.
that actually they're going to have a Minotaur
Well,
that's an Earth one
yeah.
that's going to summon Omega Titans or Omega Goliaths like Kronos does.
Yeah.
Offensive skills?
No, defensive.
Well, because they always go defensive now with Goliaths, just because it seems to be what all the players seem to like, So I don't know how soon it'll be until we actually see an offensive Goliath build. It's like when are you gonna see a defensive Grenadier build? They're not. It's always offensive. Same thing with archers.
Yeah.
Max out
I think
their
it'd be-
hand braces.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, but they make defensive relic for maidens now.
Well, they make defensive relics for all ranged troops. We just don't use them.
That's because they don't know what they're doing, Fast Cart.
Well,
Yeah. Norse Talisman, anyone?
yeah, right? Hook it up, Vintage. Let me get 2.
Please, I need more melee resist on my store maidens.
Yeah, Anubis, you got it, man. I'm telling you. Goliath with X skill armor piercing, sneaky good.
Mm-hmm. Well, especially
Clubbing troops to
especially if you're gonna have Omegas there as well, because just that the having the group of 4 and having an actual battalion unit of attacking Goliath is insane. So
And that's just for the 24 watching. Don't spread the news. Offensive Goliath. No one else will do the event. Then you'll have the gold, baby, and you can go in and just club everybody.
all right, you heard it here. 24 watching. You know.
Remind me what X skill do?
What skill? Oh, an X skill?
X skill?
Well, X skills are just higher percentage skills. So, for instance,
10.
it's the it represents the 10th skill level. So they just kind of jump from 1, 2, 3, 10. Yeah.
Don't believe in power creep in this game. It's power mega spikes.
Yeah.
Power cliff?
Yeah, exactly.
If they made offensive Goliaths, they would get blown away quickly. Well, it depends. Because
Who said that?
that was what Jupiter said. Because when it comes down to how much health and armor that are already going to be on the Goliaths, I think that they will be pretty powerful attackers if you do it right.
They're powerful attackers now. They take forever. It's like watching paint dry. My level 25 Goliaths don't get blown away by nobody. I could be bashed or Sobek with them. It just takes forever.
It takes a while.
Yeah.
Not only that, but if you're attacking into range, just bring a Calvarex relics.
Yeah.
Or if it's a summoner, that's a slam dunk.
All right, this is going to be my last battle.
One more.
The last battle. We'll see where we're at. Probably not passing Sethroth, though. Your Malrock is all Goliath offensive. True. But we're talking about...
Oh, man, I wish I would have got that roll.
Yeah. We're talking about more of a Titan that has a bit more fixed skills, I guess.
Vinny, if it's a good roll, you know you're not going to get it. I've been watching your videos and talking to you for a long, long time. You get terrible
Ridiculous,
rolls.
man.
Although
everyone's jealous of my divine gem luck. Well, I'll tell you. How about suffering through 2.5 years of trash Titan rolls?
Although your infiltrators now, if you think about it, if you still have some of those infiltrators with the X skill AP, if you get the new Trickster's daggers, it's not exactly the bad roll anymore for infiltrators.
Yeah, I mean, I should have them. I still have my ping pong graveyard in full force.
Right.
So I'm sure they're laying around.
All right, I'll take the 9 portal stones down. I got 3 more battles, but we'll do it at 1-4.
I actually equate your luck with Titan rolls to Val. She gets terrible rolls on Titan.
Yeah.
I get
The
50-50.
Odin event, I got 2 Odins. They both had offensive was it spearmen? Offensive archers. I mean, both of them. I was like, holy crap. That was where Charlie Murphy showed up.
Oh, yeah.
You were breaking up a bit there.
He was talking
I
about...
was just talking about my Odin roll. And I had this thing going. I still do it from time to time when I say I have a guest. And I had Charlie Murphy show up and laugh at me for getting 2 horrific rolls in the same event.
Hell, I got those 2 Italuses in that last event. Both of them had double damage against Titans. The only reason I kept one was because they said they was going to change it, and they did. So
got a X skill AP, right?
yeah, I got X skill AP.
Oh, those Italis are great now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yard dog with 4 X skills like Edalis. Oh, jeez. Well,
That would be sick. I could do some damage with that type.
2020. 2020.
Is it the year of the Goliath?
It's the year of the Goliath.
I could do some damage with that. Because, I mean, think about, like, the Bow of the Gods with, 4X skill Goliath. Oh, my gosh. That would be ridiculous.
One thing I have to say about 2020 that I will predict right now, and that is when we do get a new troop in 2020, which we will get a new troop in 2020, whatever it is, the developers won't attach it with a new element. I do not believe they will make that same mistake again. They will choose to make either a melee or a ranged version of the current, like the opposite of what we currently have.
Yeah.
That is...
Yeah, they could have done that for the life of the game, really.
Yeah, they can, because there's so many options already, and there's not enough castle levels for them to be able to, do more than that. So... because they jump every 2 castle levels. All right, this is my last battle, and then I'll be out of stones. There's been plenty of live streams. Most of the people that are on here know that there's been plenty of live streams where I say this is my last battle, and then an hour goes by. So, but this is my last battle. I gotta head to bed soon.
Here in Colorado, we got snowed on yesterday.
Yeah, but I hear it's gonna disappear in a day, though.
Yeah, it's pretty much gone. And then tomorrow is supposed to be 65, but that's Colorado for you.
How many inches did you get?
1, 2.
Okay.
That's a light dusting for you guys.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Oh, that's a light dusting
like
for Ohio.
Yeah, that's a light dusting for PA too. We're used to that.
Yeah.
Where, as opposed to like someplace like, I don't know, Texas or North Texas, that's like...
Or where Bo is. Where Bo down in Alabama, they're like, an inch of snow, run for the hills.
It rains hard in Texas and people stay inside.
Yeah.
I was in Houston back in the early 2000s. I was doing a contract in Houston, Texas, okay? It snowed about a half an inch for the first time in like 80 years or something.
People lost their minds.
Dude, they closed the city. They closed the city. It was hilarious.
It takes darn near 15 inches before Boston closed.
Yeah, I can imagine. They're all used to that. You're talking dual element troop type? Well, that would be interesting, but no, I was referring to the fact that it would be like a well, not any of the human troops. We'd be talking about all the elemental troops, because we already have different versions of the human troops already. But if you look at it this way, it would be like a ranged earth or a ranged ice or a melee fire. To be real honest with you, a melee fire would bring the fire element back into actual play. Does everyone agree with that?
Totally. You know what I want to see, though? I want to see Goliath throwing rocks.
Right?
That would be dope.
Right? Well, what about, what's it called?
Beating panthers in the head with rocks, that would be hilarious.
What about UNAC battalion units that are, or a single UNAC on top of like or we're going into Lord of the Rings here, but one of the wargs, which is like a very large wolf. You can throw a UNAC on top of one of those and make them into like a panther, but basically for fire. So you could do something like that. So they could even do that where poison, a ranged poison unit.
They could throw spears or something.
Yeah, there could be all sorts of different things that they could do with all sorts of different ways. So. And making them larger or smaller or medium-sized battalion units. You can do it all different ways. You got kicked again, Jim? That's all right, Jim. I'm going to be wrapping it all up anyway. Blow darts for
My
range
question is-
poison. That's good. Blowing
Yeah,
darts.
I like that.
Yeah, because we've even had
My
relic.
question is, they copy militia units for the horde, so I'm thinking wouldn't the next one down the line be a melee archer unit?
Well, wait, a melee archer unit?
Or something like they copy archers.
Well, the reason, the physical troops have, what's it called? The defensive unit, which is your spearmen. They have their offensive ranged unit, which is your archers, and then they have their fast unit, which is the militia. So they kind of have all three of them already, more or less, for physical. So that's why, I was thinking more of the other elements just because they don't have as many options. But all right, dragons. Everybody wants dragons to come to DOT. But yes, dual titans. Yeah, Malvis. That'd be nice to see. Well, we know we can have more than one titan that we can control. So we'll see what happens. All right, DOT community. I'm gonna wrap it up for tonight. I do want to thank Fast Cart Vintage, Jim, and who else joined in on Discord tonight for a little bit? Oh, Seth Roth as well, and Ice. So thank you for everybody joining in Discord and in the chat. And I will, don't know if I'll be streaming on Sunday, but we'll see what happens. So, but looking forward to Dee's stream if she actually does it. So we'll see what happens. All right, DOT.
All right, thanks, Z.
No problem.
Take care, buddy.
All right, DOT community.
Take care.
I'll talk to you all again very soon.